Well, I'm with Judge Lisa Tremewan, who heads up the Alcohol and Other Drug Treatment Court here in New Zealand. Lisa, we spoke some years ago when your court was just a pilot. It's now a permanent part of the legal fixture here in New Zealand. Why does it work?
Well, it works, Rob, because you're taking offenders who've typically been cycling and recycling through the criminal justice system, and we've all been getting the same outcomes, and you're taking that group of offenders who are willing to engage with treatment, to deal with their underlying issues that are causative of their offending, and by wrapping around that group you can actually get a different outcome. So the courts are very successful in having a collaborative approach work to get a different outcome from people who are otherwise not doing well.
And you have a whole team of support workers in the court, including mentors, people who have graduated, have come back to the court. Do those mentors assist the court in any great way?
That's a great question. All the team members are important and have something to contribute. And as I've already said, there's a lot of collaboration, there's a lot of common ground. But I would have to say that a key feature of the success of this court is the use of these peer support workers. So they're people who are in recovery themselves. Typically they will have had their own criminal justice background, so they've been there, done that, they've done jail sentences themselves usually. They're able to walk alongside our participants because they can share their experience and their advice, as well as, you know, in terms of what's worked for them. The other point that I would make is that whilst it can be interesting for participants in the court to hear what a judge or a case manager or someone else might say, to hear it from someone who oftentimes they might have known from the past. They might have been in jail with that person, they might have used with them, they might have offended with them. To suddenly come into the court and see someone from their past who's looking very different, who's well and in recovery and able to instill that sense of hopefulness and support them on their journey, that makes all the difference. And I would also say that I think there's great scope for us to look at where we can utilise peer support workers more. And it's always a disappointment to me to hear that there might be therapeutic courts like this running in some places that are not really using peer support workers or not using them to their full extent, because for us they are a pivotal point in the court in terms of making a meaningful difference.
Well, Lisa, can I just say thanks for inviting us to your court.
Thank you for coming again.
It is transformational, it is saving lives, the work you do is quite exceptional, and can I thank you for that work?
Thank you, Rob. Can I also just acknowledge you, because, you know, when we started this work now nearly 10 years ago, the court's been running, and obviously we did a little bit of work before that, but part of our research was looking at what had gone on before, and there had been a lot of very important work done in Australia, and we came over, we were very generously hosted. We could see some very good work that was being done there and continues to be done. I'm aware of the key role that you yourself have played, of course, in bringing in these courts in Victoria, and the work that you continue to play with RMIT, not to mention the very practical support you gave us here. So can I just extend to you our sincere thanks.
Thank you very much.